Hi all aspirants, welcome to my session. So I've been receiving lots of comments and messages from all the students saying that they want to be an aspirant, they want to commit to the civil services, but they don't know how to start off the preparations with. They don't know how many resources they have to procure, how many hours they have to invest in it. So I thought I'll make a foolproof plan of how to start with civil services preparations. So let's get into it first. And the first step is get all your weapons, your tools, everything ready for the war. And what is that? All your resources, your syllabus. That is, go to the official site and get your printout of all the syllabus, which is your prelims, the elaborate syllabus of your mains, and also your optionals. And if you haven't decided on your optionals, I request you to watch this link above and then decide on it as soon as possible, because we cannot start off with the preparations without knowing what your optional subjects is. And the next tool that you need is proper internet connectivity, your basic study materials, and everything, etc. And the next step that you should be doing is, I've made a planner, a foolproof 28 days schedule. So just get a printout of it, just stick it on your wall or make it your desktop background, however it is for you. And this is just my idea of a planner, and you could just follow it, and it will be easier for all the beginners to get into your correct track of your civil service preparations. So this is your syllabus sheet, and if you have taken your syllabus printout, that is of your optionals and your mains, you must have noticed that all these syllabus are listed out in points. So this is how you should be going through. For your optionals, study 1 point, and for GS paper 1, study 2 points. GS paper 1 is your mains paper 2, and GS paper 1 study 2 points, and your optionals 1 point. And yes, of course, your daily current affairs. So I know what you all be thinking, that how can we possibly cover 1 point of your optionals and 2 points of your GS, and along with that your current affairs. So our idea is to have an overview of all the concept, do not get into the details at first. Suppose you are narrating a movie story to a friend, and how do you do that? For example, you are about to catch a bus and you hardly have 2 to 3 seconds to narrate a film story to your friend. For example, Kabir Singh, and how do you explain that in 2 to 3 seconds? That is a boy and a girl love story, and they have misunderstandings but they unite at the end. So that is how you're going to explain that to your friend in 2 to 3 seconds. And suppose you get 4 to 5 minutes to narrate a movie to your friend, and how do you do that? You say a boy and a girl, they fall in love but they have misunderstandings, and she gets married off to someone else, and he becomes delusional, he becomes alcoholic, and he start abusing all these drugs and all these problems that he get into, but at the end they both unite. So you get more elaborate versions. And suppose you get lots of, for example, you get 2 or 3 hours, what do you do? Then you go more depth into the details. You say these two are medical students, and then you go scene by scene into it. So that's how you're going to study. At first, you're going to have an overview, just a glance, a one line or a one thread of all the understandings of it. And the next time that you revise or you get a chance to cover the portions, you're going to go in little more in depth into it. And the third time, you're going to go a bit more into it. That is, you're going to study all the elaborate details. So each time that you get into the same portion or the same concept, your concept or your understanding level will increase so much. So that's my idea of covering the portions in short period of time and for absolute beginners. So when I explain all these planner, that is your day 1, you have to cover 1 portion of your optionals, and GS paper 1, 2 points, and current affairs. Current affairs is your newspaper. That is your Hindu newspaper. So the question is, where are you going to find all these concise overview portions of all these elements? So that is, go to the Wikipedia. That is the reason why I told you that you need internet connectivity, good internet connections for that. So just go Wikipedia, or just Google for the informations, and you just roughly spend 1.5 hours for this 1 point of your optionals. And same goes for your GS paper 1. Just devote 1.5 hours for each points. And then yes, of course, your current affairs, which is important, is read your Hindu newspapers. I'm not asking you to elaborately just read and make points of your current affairs, but read and understand and study what is written in your front page and also in your editorials. So this is your day 1, and day 2 is study a different point, or second point or third point, just 1 point of your optionals. Every day you're just learning one point, and study a different point of your optionals on your second day. And for your GS paper 2, yesterday we studied GS paper 1, 2 points, but today we are going to study GS paper 2 of 2 points, and then yes, daily current affairs. So these 2 days we had a complete overview of 6 concepts, that is 1 plus 2, 3, and 1 plus 2, 3. So we have 6 overview concepts within these 2 days. And what do you do the next day? Next day, read more in depth of day 1. That is, read informations, get into the videos or find any documentaries. What are informations that you find? Find all these interactive, fun informations of it, and then make a flowchart or spider webs of it. Do not write elaborate points or sentences and make notes, but just jot down all these points, because it's not possible for us to have all the elaborate notes of all the portions of your civil services, because our idea is not to make a textbook out of a textbook. And so the reason that I said is either make points, jot down points, or make flowcharts and spider webs of day 1. So this stays entirely devoted for whatever you have studied on your day 1. And the next day is same thing. Whatever you have done in your second day, that is whatever you have covered in your second day of your optionals and your GS, study that on your fourth day. That is, go in-depth analysis of your second day portions that you have covered and make flowchart and spider webs. And yes, of course, current affairs is a must, and do not think that just like the portions you could skip your current affairs. You cannot. And current affairs is mandatory for all the days, 365 days, all the days till you appear for your interview. And the fifth day, what you should be doing is write essays of day 1 and day 2. That whatever you have learned, I'm sure that you must have read at least 6 or 7 concepts of it, of one single portion. So write essays of day 1 and day 2. I'm not asking you to write, just sit and write for 4 or 5 hours. But whenever possible that you get time, write essays of day 1 and day 2. And yes, of course, in-depth revise. Devote your majority of your time for in-depth revise. Whatever you studied or covered in your day 1 and day 2, you added on your portions on your day 3 and day 4. That is, it's like stacking on your portions. So this days what happens is that stack on your portions, and the same goes over for the other day as well. Stack on your portions and have in-depth analysis of it. And yes, of course, on the final day of the week, what you have to do is read through all the possible physical resources that you have. It could be books or reference book or any study materials that you have. Try to develop in-depth knowledge in a way that it will be so much easier for you to have all the concepts up in your head. And yes, of course, whatever information of current affairs that you have prepared for the last 6 days, have an in-depth analysis of current affairs as well. So this goes on for the week 1, and the week 2 is optionals 1 and GS paper 3 2 points, and day 4 is optionals point 1 GS paper 1 2 points. We're not going to get into the GS paper 4 at first, because GS paper 4 is your ethics, integrity and aptitude, and you don't want to study or get into it. Only after appearing for your prelims only you need to study your GS paper 4, which is your ethics, integrity and aptitude. So you must have noticed that I only marks the first 2 days in terms of days, that is day 1, day 2. I haven't marked this as day 3. The reason is that we only have 8 days from 28 days to have new portions or new concepts, and we are having follow-up through the other days. So it is just 8 days concepts, and other days are add-on days. So this will be a schedule for the next 28 days. You could start tomorrow, day after tomorrow, but I've tentatively made it to November, and you could just change it according to your wishes. So this is a 1-month planner, and I'm not asking you to go through the long-term basis, just do the short-term basis. See whether it will be easier for you, and even if this planner doesn't work for you, I request you all to just follow through the planner at least for 3-4 days. That is, sure enough, this planner wouldn't suit for you, or it wouldn't be according to your requirement. That is, one person will be different from the other, but you have to go through it once and see whether this will work for you, or what all the modifications or changes that you have to make according to your requirement. And for that you have to go through at least for 3-4 days and then make necessary required changes according to that. That is, our strategy for studies will be stacking on our portions. That is why day by day we are going to add up points little by little, so that it wouldn't overwhelm you, it wouldn't scare you. And this is our strategy, and this is my strategy, and it wouldn't mean that it would fit right for you. And if it doesn't work for you, you could just change according to your plans or your wishes. But this is my idea, and this really works for me, and it really did work for me. And the most important factor is consistency is the key. You could just study 10 to 15 hours on the first day, and then slack behind the next day, and then by the third day you wouldn't have the energy or the motivations to go at least just open your book. For those reasons, start little by little, go slow and easy. Suppose you're investing only 1 hour on your day 1, invest 2 hours for your next day, and then add on your efforts, your time invested and your resources and all the requirements according to that. Consistency is the key, but just like that, you have a waterline for your syllabus, that is your current affairs. Just how we are drinking water, we all know that water is basic element or basic necessity of sustenance of life. But what happens, we become so lazy that we don't drink enough amount of water that our body needs, and it affects our health system also. So same goes over here. Current affairs is your water line, but if you skip that for a day, it's going to affect your whole preparations, and no matter how much of static portions you have covered, without your current affairs you're not going to cut it. And I would like to end this video by saying is that the best way to predict our future is by creating it. So all the best for you all, and if you have any comments or any queries regarding the same, do let me know that in the comment section or just message me in WhatsApp. So bye all for now.